Hello, good morning guys. This is UC from iTradePrice. It is March 25th, morning around 7 Eastern. So just wanted to review some of the charts with you guys. Let's start with QQQ. Okay, so I know the month is still not over. We're still left with almost a week worth of trading before the final monthly bar takes shape, but just kind of want to take a look at it and see what's going on. So you can see, just kind of take a look at back where we are right now. So we're right in this zone, right? So this is sort of a make or break zone, right? Because on the way down, right, we kind of pause there, and then once we move down, this is exactly the level where we're having difficulty trying to close above that level, right? We did make some moves above that, but we couldn't close it, and then we just kind of went down, right? And now we're back up, and we're still struggling to kind of close above that. But if it does, then definitely we have more room to the upside. Right now, the momentum seems to be favoring the bulls, right? Let's see, weekly view, right? So we're in this up channel right now. From the weekly perspective, there are more bullish bars, right? Any bearish daily bar you see, there's no downside follow through to that bearish bar, right? So for example, this one, no follow through to the downside. This one, no follow through. This one, no follow through, right? And then we saw a move up to the 313 zone on QQQ. So this was sort of the mini trend line right here, downtrend line that we got above. The price action was expanding, right? We could have gone down here towards 269. That did not happen. In fact, we went back up. So we're testing the highs from the January time frame, right? So that's good. Higher high in the and higher low in the QQQ weekly bar after the outside bar, right? This one is the outside bar right now. Okay, let's take a look at the daily time frame. So in the daily time frame, just kind of zoom out a little bit and give you a view of what's going on, right? So we're in this up channel, right? This one right here right now, this is the level that we're trying to break above. And then if we do that, then we can go towards 322, 334. Maybe we want to retest this 302 for a, just kind of a little bit of pullback, and then we kind of try to make the way up. But right now, if I zoom in, you can see as long as we're holding this 306 level, right, that's where the structure low is, right? As long as we're holding that, the chart remains intraday bullish, right? It's better to look for pullbacks to buy rather than to sell short. Yeah, once we get below that, if we get weakness, then definitely this is the level 302, because this was the level we were having a hard time getting above. And once we broke out above this level, we retested that, so that becomes your natural downside target, right? If the price goes weaker. So in the lower time frame right now, what's happening is, let's say maybe an hourly view. Looks nice, right? Constructive, stair stepping up. This is the 306 level that I was talking about right here, right? This is the structure low. Below that right now, 302. So what happened on Friday was a really kind of lackluster price action. Really, we did not really go anywhere except that we held the levels. So that's fine. And so we held this level, right? We kind of opened up weak, slightly made sideways move, and then towards the end we kind of rallied up a little bit, but nothing too exciting. But still, favoring bulls. The direction was on the upside, so as long as that is the case, chart favors bulls, right? The volume perspective, more bullish volume recently. This increase in the selling volume here definitely was expected, because we were hitting the structure high here from January highs, right? But all of that sell volume so far got absorbed, right? We did not see any downside follow through, so that gives you some indication of the strength in the price. Okay, SPY, relatively definitely weaker name right now. It is getting tight on a monthly level, right? This was again the support, this became the resistance, this became the resistance, and now still resistance, getting tight like this, and now we're sort of in the middle, just below the pivot of 401.6, because that's sort of the middle line, I would say. Weekly view, right? Still just, you know, the bullish weeks are not seeing any significant upside right now. I mean, unless we get above 401.6, which is this line right here, right? And we break above this downtrend line to try to attempt a move back towards 411, or even test this downtrend line in a higher time frame. That would be a bullish scenario, right? As long as we're below 401.6, the chart remains under pressure. In the daily view, you can see we are seeing good bullish days, but it's just more of them are overlapping in nature, right? It's just any push to the upside we see, it you know, the price kind of gets rejected. So it's holding, but it's not running as well, right? So yeah, it's just think there are better charts to trade, but as long as we are holding the level, that's fine. It's giving support to the overall market, but to really rally, we really need to get above 401.6 or you know, just this downtrend line that you're seeing on the screen right now. So if you can get above that, take out 401.6, then definitely we have 411 and you know, 412 area to target on the upside. On the week note, let's go on a daily view. So we did get a, you know, sort of a nice bullish looking bar on Friday, but let's see if we get some follow through to the upside. If that does not happen, we get an inside day or something like that, then definitely this remains on the weaker side. Okay. Tesla, yes, our favorite name to trade. Monthly view, you know, just holding, nothing too exciting from monthly perspective. Really need to get above 217, 218, 220, that kind of area, because that was the support on the way down, right? Before we went back down, we saw a monthly sort of a bullish reversal bar, right? And then we saw a little bit of follow through, and now we did take a dip earlier in the March. It held the level. It came back up, still needs to go red to green on a monthly time frame, but it's holding. It's nice as long as above it's 186.6, because on the weekly level you can see that was it's not bad, right? It's not really visible on the weekly level, but 186.6 is the level I'm watching on a daily view, where as long as it's above that, it's better to play pull back on the for the bullish side, right? Of course you can play puts as well on the intraday weakness, things like that, but if you're not really fast, then you know, the chart does not remain down for long. So, but it really depends on what level you get in and all that stuff, right? So we did play bearish on Friday, right? And I'll talk about that in a minute, but just kind of from analysis perspective, as long as we're holding this 186.6, because that was the resistance, right, for some time, and now as we got above that with a gap up on Tuesday, right, since then we have held that level, right? So that's nice. This is the up channel. So if we give up 186.6, we have a little bit of gap fill here towards 183. That can be a play. If it go below that, then definitely 176 is in the cards as the structure low, as that was a support right here. So on the upside, 200.6 is the level that we need to break above, right? That's sort of a touch point right here. So that becomes your natural upside target on the strength. In the hourly view, so actually let's go in a 5-minute view. So on Friday, so as you know, we like to play gap fills, things like that, you know, bounces from the levels. So what happened on Friday was that we opened up right here, right? And then we made the move towards on the upside, filled the gap, right? This is the closing price from Thursday. So we did short here, right? And then I let everybody know on Discord that we were playing short. And so that ended up becoming a good direction for that intraday move, right? But that does not, but I did not hold it for long. I think I covered around 188.5 to 188, because below 188 I started buying, right? So I am in next week's 190C calls, right? Because as per the plan, if you noticed in the Discord, I think I did post it somewhere. Where was that? There you go, right? See, on Thursday night, right, I did play that this can be the target on the weakness, right? This 186.6, 188 area. So that was the target on weakness, and that's exactly how we played it out on Friday, right? And now this is the area where I wanted to get in some sort of a long position. So I want in with 1890C, and the reason was that if the chart is going to fail, my stop loss will be tight. And if it rallies, I have at 190C. So it's a decent delta that even if it does not want to explode, even if it makes a move and gives me a bounce till 193, 192, I have a good chance of making making profit on that trade, right? But the idea was to get long here on the uptrend line on the channel here to look for a bounce, okay? And that's also the area where we saw a breakout from 186.6. So that becomes sort of your play here, okay? So Tesla, again, good. It follows the levels pretty closely, maybe because everybody else is watching that as well. And since everybody else is watching, they are also trying to act the same way. So it ends up being, a lot of people kind of back that trade up like that. So, okay, we'll review some of the charts later. But for now, QQQ, SPY, and Tesla are the ones that I wanted to take a closer look at. If you have any questions, please let me know. All right. Thank you. Take care, guys.